local foster-based animal rescue has helped to rehabilitate a litter of kittens caught in a house fire in Dexter.
Colin Gallagher met up with them at Loyal Biscuit in Rockland to learn more.
So these ones in particular, they were 24 hours old when we picked them up.
A litter of 5 kittens, born December 13th, were just hours old when firefighters found them in a house fire in Dexter. While the mother did not survive, the living kittens were taken to the Eastern Maine Emergency Vet Clinic in Holden for treatment. They were soon picked up by fosters from the Maine Coast Animal Rescue, a foster-based nonprofit based in Knox County.
This is Ember. This is Cole, Ash, Soot, and this is Siren, also known as Wee Woo.
Fire animals are not super common, thankfully, but there are cases, certainly, and we seem to get them in the wintertime.
Fosters say the prognosis they were given was very grim.
For being as tiny as they were just born, and then 90 minutes in a burning building with smoke inhalation, it was very grim.
With the help of incubation, oxygen, and lots of love, fosters say the 5 kittens are very lucky to have recovered.
We hope that they have no long-term effects. At this point, we don't believe that there are anything. I think we're out of the woods as far as smoke inhalation damage and things like that, but we'll have to just be mindful of their breathing. Day-to-day process at this point is feeding, helping them go to the bathroom. They need to be stimulated, keeping them clean, warm, and held, and letting them kind of explore with one another.
They all deserve a chance. Like their prognosis and everything was so grim, but with a little bit of care and not giving up on them, like they deserve a chance.
Colin Gallagher, WABI News, Rockland.
Maine Coast Animal Rescue says folks will soon be able to apply for adoption once the kittens are 12 weeks old. You can fill out adoption applications by visiting MaineCoastAnimalRescue.com or through their Facebook page.